Be honest when the flight attendant says, "Please switch your devices to airplane mode." Do you actually do it? Or do you just nod politely, lock your screen, and think, "Yeah, sure, Karen, my phone's totally gonna crash the plane"? Well, here's the thing: airplane mode isn't just some power trip from the aviation gods. It actually does something just not quite what you probably think. So buckle up, put your tray tables up, and let us figure out why airplane mode even exists and whether turning it off mid-flight is gone. Not send us all plummeting into the ocean. Spoiler: it won't. So yeah, airplane mode. That mysterious little icon that turns your phone into a glorified calculator. You tap it, and suddenly no calls, no texts, no internet, no dopamine. It's like the digital version of being stranded on a deserted island. But why does it exist? Did someone's phone actually mess with the plane once? Did a pilot scream, "Who's watching TikTok back there? We're losing altitude"? Not exactly. Let's clear up what airplane mode does and why it is more about avoiding chaos than preventing fiery crashes. When you turn on airplane mode, your phone basically stops shouting at the world. No cellular signal, no Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth, just radio silence. Your phone normally talks to cell towers every few seconds, sending little "Hey, I'm here" messages to keep you connected. On the ground, that's fine. But in the air, at 35,000 feet, your phone can see hundreds of towers at once. It starts spamming all of them like a desperate ex. This messes with the network on the ground. It's not dangerous to the plane, but it's annoying for cell carriers. And yeah, technically, the plane's navigation and communication systems could get a bit of interference from all those radio signals buzzing around. Not enough to crash the plane, but enough to make the pilot's headset go bzzzzt every time someone in row 23 opens Instagram. The main reason airplane mode exists? To stop your phone from being that guy, the one blasting electromagnetic noise while the crew is trying to talk to air traffic control. Back in the early 2000s, when phones were basically walkie-talkies with buttons, they emitted stronger radio waves. So, aviation regulators were like, "You know what? Let's just make everyone turn them off to be safe." And thus, airplane mode was born. Nowadays, airplane electronics are shielded way better, and your phone's signal is way weaker. So, if you forget to turn it on, don't worry, you're not gonna bring down a $200 million jet with your Spotify playlist. Here's the funny part. Airlines tell you to turn off your phone's wireless signals. Then they sell you Wi-Fi. Make it make sense. The difference is, airplane Wi-Fi connects through a control system, either a satellite link or a special antenna. On the plane's belly, your phone's regular cellular connection, though, is chaos. It's pinging every tower it can find, jumping between networks, and basically screaming into the void. So, airplane mode doesn't stop you from using Wi-Fi, it just stops your phone from trying to act like it's still chilling on the ground. Yes, and that's the one time it's actually useful on purpose. When your phone's not trying to connect to a cell tower from 6 miles up, it chills. No constant searching, no wasted energy. That's why battery life feels immortal when you're in airplane mode. So even if you're not flying, Flipping it on during long study sessions or movie nights is a low-key life hack. Note the pilot's not getting a pop-up like, Seat 17A forgot airplane mode again. But flight attendants can usually tell when a bunch of phones are active, because the plane's radios sometimes get interference. So, if you hear that faint buzzing in your headphones mid-flight, that's not turbulence. That's probably someone's phone trying to text their mom we took off. Let's settle this once and for all. No, your phone cannot crash the plane. It's not that powerful. If it were, terrorists wouldn't need hacking, they'd just send a group chat. The airplane mode rule is mostly about reducing interference, keeping communication clear, and making sure the cellular networks on the ground don't freak out. It is more like a polite guideline that turned into law because people can be trusted not to FaceTime during takeoff. Fun fact: Europe is already testing systems where you can use your phone normally mid-flight. Planes have mini cell towers on board that safely route signals through satellites. So someday soon, airplane mode might go extinct. But until then, it's still the one time your phone's notifications can't ruin your peace. Honestly, airplane mode is like therapy for your phone. It finally gets to rest. No emails, no calls, no a package is delayed texts, just pure digital silence. So yeah, airplane mode exists for a reason. Not because it's saving your life, but because it's saving someone's sanity. It's not about safety, it's about sanity, order, and a little bit of just in case. So next time the flight attendant tells you to turn it on, do it. Not because it's life or death, but because nobody wants to hear your phone buzzing while they watching Fast and Furious 12. Space drift, anyway. That's airplane mode, half safety feature, half excuse to ignore people guilt-free. So go ahead, switch it on, relax, and enjoy being unreachable for once. It's the only time ghosting is federally approved.